Okay guys, one video I've always wanted to make and I've always wanted to talk about is starting a business and helping folks to start a business. I know when I first started a business, there was a lot of things that I didn't know and a lot of things I had to go discover on my own and a lot of unknowns. And I just want to make that process easier for other people to go out and start their own business, and that way they can be independent, not be tied to somebody else's business for the rest of their lives. So this topic is going to be starting a business in San Antonio, licenses, permits, and registrations that you may need. So this is for San Antonio, but the format for this can typically go probably for any municipality or city that you're in, okay? So one thing here that you'll want to go to for San Antonians is the City of San Antonio website, the Small Business Development website right here, sanantonio.gov/SBO is going to have all the resources, tools, and knowledge that you're going to need for any questions you may have. Okay, here's a small business resource guide that you can find there. And now a business license. Technically, there's no general business license that you need in San Antonio. Now, you do need specific licenses and permits based on the specific type of business that you're going to be doing. For myself, I'm a contractor, so I needed a registered builder's contractor's license. And that's what I've had, and that's what I've had with the city since I've been in business. But the state of Texas does not require an actual general business license, and neither does the city of San Antonio. But they may require something based specifically on what your type of industry is. So for example, animal care services, like if you want to open a pet shop permit, commercial kennel permit, commercial catering permit, pet grooming permit, you're going to need these type of things for that type of business. Development Services Department, this is where you'll get your RBC contractor registration license. That's what I got. Home improvement contractor license, that's what I had when I first opened up. House mover license, demolition license, mechanical, HVAC, those type of things. They all need licenses through Development Services. There's other types here for cultural and creative development, different industries here, okay? Mobile food vendors licenses, temporary food truck, mobile park license, alcoholic beverage and liquor license, fire department stuff, blasting permit, burning bonfire permit, okay? There's a lot of permit and licenses that you're gonna need according to your specific trade business type that you'll wanna look up on your own, but all of this can be found here. Okay, so once again, licenses and permits that are needed are for food service, child care, residential care and assisted living, boarding homes, building and construction, flood development, right-of-way, septic systems. Going on further through Texas licensing and permits that you may need will be through these departments. Then you can go on to federal licensing. This is through, of course, at the federal level. Licenses and permits that you may need from those guys. You're also going to need an EIN. An EIN is very important. I'm just going to check to make sure this is still rolling here. So an EIN is Employer Identification Number. This is the number that you'll use to file your taxes when you're self-employed. So when you're self-employed, you're going to need an EIN number. A lot of times your EIN number may just be your social security number. But if you don't want your social security number out there and you don't want to use that as your EIN, you can gladly apply for one of these through the IRS. You can do this online, over the phone, or via fax, or even through mail with the Internal Revenue Service. You'll need an EIN number. I advise you to get that. There's also sales tax and tax use permit, right? So if you sell certain goods, you can apply a tax to it. Certain services also apply for a tax. My specific industry does not, so my price is what my price is. But based off your specific business, that's where you'll know if you need to apply that. How do you know if you need to apply that? You want to get a hold of the Texas Comptroller of Public Accounts, okay? Discuss your business with them, what you're going to sell, what your services is, and then they'll let you know whether you need to apply taxes to your final prices. Bexar County property tax. This is something that I deal with a lot with the tax deed stuff. But this is just something you pay on your property taxes. If you have a commercial office or building or whatever, you'll pay taxes on that stuff. If you lease a place, you don't really need to. That'll be taken care of. Employer requirements: every sole proprietor, partnership, corporation, association, organization, or other entity that employs one or more persons in the state of Texas must file a Form C1. This is an employer status report. So if you got people on a payroll, you're going to need to do this. One way that I do things to avoid this and keep it neat and simple for me is I'm a sole proprietor and I just sub everything out. So I literally have no employees that work for me. Everybody that works for me gets a 1099 and they're all self-employed. So it keeps it real easy for me. We continue to scroll down here. That's pretty much it. Like I said, if you have any questions on that, you can reach the City of San Antonio Economic Development Department and they can help you with your small business. You can also go down to the Bexar County Courthouse. Right there, they have a small business office where they can help you out with a bunch of resources, loan information, grant information, how to get your business going. You can also file your DBA down there at the county courthouse. I always encourage you to go do that. Your DBA is your doing business as. It's where you can actually go down, you'll look up and research business names, you then pay for that business name. You got it for 10 years, it's yours. I think it's like $23 now or something for it. But once you have that DBA, you can then go to a bank and open up an actual business account. So Bexar County Courthouse is very important. Getting that DBA so you can go open up your business account is important. Like I said, a lot of the stuff I just said will apply to Houston, Dallas, El Paso, Corpus, any of these other cities. They'll have their own economic development departments, and you can usually find that down at the courthouse or down at their city website. You can always find that stuff. If you have any questions, just hit me up. I'll help you out as best I can because I want to see other people open businesses. I want to see other people be successful. That makes me feel good.